Ever wonder how global trade stays fair, stable, and sustainable? Who sets the rules for global trade? Or what happens when countries have trade disputes? Meet the World Trade Organization, or the WTO, one of the most powerful institutions in global economics. In this video we'll see where it came from, and how it became the center of international trade rules. Why does the WTO exist? After World War II, the world was in ruins, economically and politically. Countries knew that economic cooperation was key to rebuilding peace and prosperity. So, in 1947, 23 countries created something called the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or GATT. This was the first step toward creating a rules-based system to manage international trade. Fast forward to 1995, GATT evolved into the World Trade Organization (WTO), with a broader mandate, stricter enforcement mechanisms, and more members. Today, it includes over 160 countries, covering 98% of global trade. The main reason for the WTO's existence is to establish a rules-based trading system that promotes stability, reduces poverty, and supports sustainable development. The WTO has three main responsibilities. 1. Negotiating trade agreements. Countries negotiate deals to reduce tariffs, open up markets, and simplify trade rules. These deals are called trade rounds, like the famous Uruguay round that led to the WTO's creation. 2. Monitoring and enforcing rules. The WTO keeps tabs on whether countries follow the agreed rules. Every member must report changes to trade laws, tariffs, and subsidies. 3. Dispute settlement. This is a big one. If two countries argue over trade, like if one thinks another is unfairly blocking its exports, they can file a case. The WTO acts like a court, holding hearings and issuing rulings. Core principles that guide the WTO. Non-discrimination. No country can unfairly favor one trading partner over another. This includes the most favored nation rule, which ensures equal treatment for all. Transparency and predictability. Countries must make their trade policies public, stable, and consistent. This creates a predictable environment for global businesses. Fair competition. Subsidies, dumping, and excessive tariffs are regulated. This keeps the global marketplace fair. And here's the twist. If a country refuses to follow the rules, the WTO can allow the other country to impose retaliatory tariffs. Challenges for the WTO. Outdated trade rules. Current rules don't fully cover modern trade areas like digital commerce, e-commerce, and data flows. For example, there are no clear WTO rules on digital services and data flows, despite the rise of global platforms like Amazon and Alibaba. Slow decision-making. The consensus-based process often leads to gridlock, making it difficult to respond quickly to global trade issues. For example, the WTO took over 20 years to finalize the Fisheries Subsidies Agreement, agreed in 2022, due to prolonged negotiations and consensus delays. Unequal benefits. Many developing and least developed countries struggle to benefit equally from the global trading system. For example, many African countries face challenges integrating into global supply chains, lacking the infrastructure and support to meet trade standards, leading to limited export growth. Rising protectionism, trade tensions, especially among major economies, and a shift toward unilateral actions threaten the multilateral trade framework. For example, the US-China trade war, where both countries impose hundreds of billions in tariffs on each other, bypassing WTO rules and escalating global trade tensions. The future of the WTO. Today, despite the challenges, the WTO still plays a central role in global trade. In fact, reforming and modernizing the WTO may be one of the best ways to manage these issues. If countries can work together to adapt the WTO for the 21st century, it could become even more important in the years ahead. The big question is, can the WTO evolve to meet the 21st century? If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more global economy insights.